Take it away.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for doing this hearing. And I am so excited to see Anthony Johnstone in front of us today. I want to say a special hello to his parents, who I know from some time they spent in Minnesota. And I think I met Anthony at a younger age than any of you met him. And I want to also note that he attended the University of Chicago Law School, where I also graduated from. And I want to note that the committee received a letter in support of your nomination, Mr. Johnstone, from 62 of your classmates from the University of Chicago Law School. And as we all know, University of Chicago is known to have a diverse student body with a range of backgrounds, certainly a range of legal philosophies and political views, including many conservatives and people who work in the private sector. And all of these classmates were united in your nomination and in their praise of your, quote, intellect, judgment, and temperament. In your view, how have you earned the support from people across the political spectrum throughout your career?
Thank you, Senator Klobuchar, and it is good to see you again. You've served as an inspiration for my own public service. I'd like to think that as I'd approached my classmates from the beginning, one of the things that called me to this profession was an interest in engaging in good faith with people of differing views, of listening, of understanding, of being open to persuasion, and being able to try to develop those skills of working with people from various backgrounds and experiences to do some good in the world.
Very good. And I also will note that the committee received a letter of support for your nomination from 6 retired Montana Supreme Court justices, including justices who were appointed by governors of both parties. They described you as having unimpeachable character and said you are, quote, one of the best legal minds and the most respected legal scholars in the state of Montana, something noted by Senator Tester as well. Could you talk about, with that kind of support, how you ensure that you impartially review the law and the facts when you evaluate a case? You must have thought about that a lot in your career, and talk about how you would do that as a judge.
Thank you, Senator. Any lawyer would be heartened by the support of judges that they've appeared before, and so that's a great honor, especially so that in Montana our judges are elected by my friends and neighbors. I think that my work for the state in front of the Supreme Court and in other courts over 2 decades has been marked by careful attention to the record, making the best arguments under existing precedent as I could, and engaging the other side respectfully and trying to figure out where we agree and disagree. And I hope the courts that I've been fortunate to appear in front of have appreciated that.
You also are going to be filling the seat, as was noted by Senator Durbin and Senator Tester, for Judge Thomas, someone that you clerked for. Could you talk about what that means for you personally, what your relationship has been with him?
Senator Klobuchar, where to start? It was my first opportunity out of law school to come back to Montana and work with Judge Thomas. He would later become Chief Judge Thomas. He immediately impresses anyone who knows him as a deeply kind, caring man, someone for whom public service is the highest value, who has an incredible work ethic, someone who has listened and viewed his job, as I would view mine if I were fortunate to be confirmed, to be really a servant of one's colleagues on the court, of the district court, of the litigants, first among all, and of the public beyond in furthering the rule of law. And I can think of no better role model than the model that Judge Thomas has set in his years on the court.
Very good. One last question. From '04 to '08, you served as an Assistant Attorney General in Montana Department of Justice. Before that, then you went on to serve as State Solicitor General. You've handled dozens of appellate cases. You've argued 7 cases on appeal, including 3 before the Ninth Circuit. And what have you learned as an appellate practitioner, and how is that going to help serve you? You must have seen the good, the bad, and whatever in being a practitioner, and how does that serve you as a judge?
Well, Senator, I believe that it's given me the skills to review the record closely, whether it's a record I've created, a record that's coming from the other side, and pay attention to that, to listen and understand both sides. And I think, as I'd explained to Chair Durbin, both jobs require setting aside any personal or political views I have to, as an advocate, make the best argument I can, and as a judge, to reach the best result I can and communicate it clearly so that I could be the kind of judge, if confirmed, that I would want to appear in front of as an advocate.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Senator Klobuchar. Professor Johnstone, thanks for being here today. Congratulations to you